Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Make It Gaming here with another video of a Season 3 blog post that just dropped today. If you like this content, give it a like, give it a subscribe. If you don't like this content, let me know in the comments down below. Let's get into it. DMZ overhaul includes a barter system, workbench, and more. Operators prepare for one of the largest DMZ updates yet. All right, let's see what you got. Barter system. One of the biggest additions since the launch of DMZ is the barter system, a way to award operators who stock up on items and can reach a buy station to swap them for other valuables. Okay. In general, the trader may not have what you want, but they will always have what you need. Okay. So from this, it's essentially the same as we have today. Kind of. But what do they mean by valuables? Is it gold bars? Is it perks? Is it weapons? Is it modifications? Like what do they mean by valuables? There is no peer-to-peer trading through this system, but of course you are still free to swap items during a match with friendly operators, especially those who operate taxi services, as we heard they are incredibly helpful. Okay. So they're increasing valuables for friendlies, essentially, or this kind of system of being friendly to one another. The aspect of bringing things to a barter station is interesting, but what do they mean by valuables? Is it already what we have in system, or is it not? I kind of like this because right now I don't pick up 90 to 95% of things that I find on the ground in DMZ just because I don't need it. This might sway me to do something a little bit different. We'll see though. Workbench. Another major addition to DMZ is the workbench, which can be found near buy stations and allows you to modify contraband weapons. That is huge. Huge. For a nominal cash fee, the workbench allows an operator to add attachments they have unlocked for the contraband's weapon platform onto a piece of contraband or remove them piece by piece. That's massive. Right now, I have so many contraband weapons in my storage, and I've had contraband weapons previous that I did not like at all just because of the attachments. Being able to remove them, that's game changing. That's huge. Okay. Helpful for those times when a 5.5 times scope does not fit on a fast-firing SMG, or when a sniper rifle needs an extended mag, the workbench will become another way to spend that hard-earned cash on something impactful for the infiltration and beyond. Huge. I can't tell you how many times I've extracted with maybe 70,000, 80,000 worth of cash and have a contraband weapon that I kind of like, kind of don't, just because of the attachments. If this is how we can spend our cash, I am completely A-okay with this. Now, playing devil's advocate, with this workbench, it comes to the part of, do players camp the workbench now instead of exfils? Because you're bringing cash to a workbench of a contraband weapon or a weapon that you picked up. So you're going to be removing or you're going to be adding depending on it. And with the cash involved, people might actually start camping workbenches more than exfils now. That might be a thing. Comment down in the below of what your thoughts are on the workbench, what your thoughts are if people are going to start camping them or not camp them. Let me know. Moving on. Active duty operator slots. Ooh. In Season 3, you won't have one operator to infiltrate the deniable areas. Okay. Every player will start with 3 active duty operator slots, which equates to having 3 separate operators who have their own on-soldier items. These items include your backpack, plate carrier, kill streak, self-revive, and gas mask. Awesome. This is essentially Call of Duty's way of saying, hey, we're going to do exactly what Tarkov does, but a little bit different. That's amazing. For every infiltration, you can choose which active duty operator you bring in, meaning that you can calculate risks to whatever missions you want to tackle or the type of experience you want to have for that match. For example, you can have one active duty operator saved up for the majority of the story missions and building 21 runs stacked up with a 3-plate carrier, self-revive kit, and more. And then another that is built for scavenging items with nothing but 1-plate carrier to their name. That's awesome. I like it. I like it a lot because it gives a lot of casual players the ability to have an operator that maybe they're running with their buddies with, has 3 plates, has everything that they need, and then one night their buddies are not on. They can go into this operator here and move forward. I like that a lot. It plays quite a bit into casual play, plays a bit into, okay, I have this one for specific squads, I have this one for solo, I have this one for scavenging. Like, you can mix it up, and that's huge. I like that quite a lot. But I see more, and I want to know how many more operators we can do. I think this is huge. Now, the thing is, how many is each operator getting 3 insured slots, like 3 insured weapons? Or is it all operators get 3 insured weapons? Comment down below of what you think. Let's move forward. New faction. An unknown faction, Redacted, is coming to Season 3 and will have 3 of its mission tiers at launch, plus 2 more in season. So mid-season launch, okay? New and remixed mission contract. Infinity Ward is introducing a set of faction missions for this upcoming season, as well as a new contract. That is the Secure Supplies contract, which flags containers and exclusion zone with essential gear for this experience. This is a great way to get your operator built up after a previous run in DMZ where you failed to extract. Okay? So adding a new faction, great. Love it. I want more missions. New and remixed missions. So, does this mean we're getting a wipe? Because it's remixed missions? Is that a thing? Are we wiping this season too? According to this, I think we are. Which I'm okay with, but hopefully everyone else gets their insured weapon slot 2 and 3 up and running before season ends, as just in case it is an actual wipe. And then getting into this contract here. Exclusion zone. I think this is pretty cool. Like a really good way of regaining instead of going to the train, going to medical tents, going to hospitals, doing missions, going to a Sheikah, however you regain. I think this is a very different way of regaining. And I think it'll bring a different atmosphere to it. I kind of like this. I like this a lot. I'll definitely have to test this out to see what it's like and how we can move forward with that. That'd be cool. New bosses. Operators should prepare to face new threats across the various exclusion zones, as there are not 1 but 2 bosses that intel suggests are redacted. Intel also suggests that deep underground in Al Mazrah there is redacted. Okay. What's deep underground? Does that mean they're adding more to the map and it's going to be like a Sheikah Island where deep underground means underwater ways? That would be cool. Or does deep underground mean we're going to utilize the same caves that we have now, just differently? Comment what you think down below. I really want to hear people's thoughts on this. I really hope it's like a Sheikah where it's underground waterway. That'd be great. We have plenty more to share as part of a dedicated DMZ blog to be released before Season 3's launch, including new backpack and plate carriers. Alright, one thing. If the new backpack is anything like the current large backpack, I will not use it. That large backpack is like a death sentence for me. I hate it. You stand out so clearly, it's not even funny. Now, if they build a backpack and it's different, kind of like a medium backpack, but a large or extra large, Oh yeah, I'm going to use it. That's going to be great. Plate carrier types. Now, they can mean multiple different things with us. Plate carrier types meaning you can carry additional armor plates that don't go into your backpack. Perfect. Or do they mean what they did in Warzone, where instead of having a 3-plate, you have 2-plate, where you only need 2 armor plates to get back to max, and that's it. If that's a thing, there are going to be people that actually have advantages over other players, big time. And how that all plays out, who knows? It might create a lot more content than what it is now, which I am A-okay with. But that raises a question of what do they mean by this exactly? But overall, for the entire update itself, I'm looking forward to it. Like, barter system, questionable of what they mean by valuables. So we'll see. Workbench, I love this, but is it going to get camped? That's the main thing. If it doesn't get camped, I love it. Means I will use every single contraband weapon I have possible. This is going to be amazing. Operators, absolutely love this. I wanted this from the very get-go, and this is Call of Duty's answer. I'm A-okay with it. This is great. This is phenomenal for casual players, for really competitive players. If you want to have one slot dedicated for squads, one slot dedicated for solos, man, it just kind of opens up the door for so many different scenarios. And new faction, love it. I love new factions. I love what they can do. Love what the missions can come out of it. This remix mission type, is it going to be a season wipe? Is it not? I don't know. But looking at remixed here, the word, I think we're going to get a season wipe. New bosses, love it. I want more of it. Was getting tired of the bosses that we currently have. A little bit too easy for my taste to kill the bosses. So looking forward to this. If Juggernauts have shields, that might be an issue. We'll see. I don't know. I might be overthinking it, but we'll find out. Overall, how do you think about this update? How do you think about DMZ? What they're implementing in this update? Comment down below of what you think. I really want to know what others think about this. And this, I'm super excited. I wish April 12th was today, not next week, but I guess I'll wait. But other than that, I hope everyone has a good night, good afternoon, good morning, and I'll see you in the next one.